want to avoid fines or shutdowns? Here's what you need to know about your vacation rental legal requirements.
Hey there, amazing viewers. If you enjoy our episodes, don't just hover around. Dive deeper. Hit that subscribe button like it's the key to a treasure chest of vacation rental knowledge. And ring that bell like you're summoning fun directly to your screen. Subscribe, ring, and let's keep your adventure rolling.
Running a vacation rental can be rewarding, but it comes with its share of legal responsibilities. Depending on where your property is located, you may need to comply with local regulations, obtain the proper licenses, and secure appropriate insurance. The rules and regulations surrounding vacation rentals vary widely, and failing to follow them can result in hefty fines and even shut down your business. In this episode, I'll break down the key legal requirements for vacation rentals, including local regulations, licensing, and insurance needs. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of how to keep your rental business compliant and running smoothly. So why do you need to understand vacation rental laws? The vacation rental industry is booming, and with its growth, many cities and regions are enacting stricter rules to regulate short-term rentals. These laws often aim to address issues like housing shortages, noise complaints, and tax collection. As a vacation rental owner, it's critical to understand these laws to avoid legal troubles and protect your business. Local governments are cracking down on illegal vacation rentals. If you don't have the proper permits or operating in an area with restrictions on short-term rentals, you could face significant fines or even legal action. Understanding these rules helps you avoid these costly mistakes. You want to maintain a professional reputation. Staying compliant with local regulations shows guests that you're running a legitimate business. It builds trust and credibility, which can translate into more bookings and better reviews. You want to protect your investment. Proper insurance and licensing safeguards your property and investment. Without the right coverage, you could be left vulnerable to lawsuits or significant financial losses if something goes wrong during a guest stay. Imagine this. A guest walks into your vacation rental and their eyes light up. They take in the perfect blend of comfort, style, and care, and they know they found something special. But getting there, that's the challenge. That's why we created Start Strong, building a successful vacation rental from the ground up. This course isn't just information. It's your blueprint for creating a rental that stands out and sells out. Transform your vision into reality. Click the link to learn more and start your journey to success today. Understanding local regulations. You need to know the rules in your area. The first step in understanding vacation rental law is to check local regulations. These can vary greatly depending on your location. Some cities allow short-term rentals with few restrictions, while others impose strict regulations or outright bans. So let's talk about short-term rental bans. Some cities, especially those with housing shortages or high tourist traffic, have enacted partial or full bans. For example, cities like New York and San Francisco have strict rules that limit vacation rentals to certain types of properties or specific neighborhoods. Be sure to check if your city has similar rules in place before listing your property. Many municipalities impose limits on how many guests can stay in a rental at one time. There are also many zoning laws that restrict short-term rentals in certain residential areas. These laws aim to prevent vacation rentals from overcrowding neighborhoods or disrupting long-term residents. Always check with your local zoning office or city council to find out if there are any restrictions on vacation rentals in your area. Noise and nuisance regulations. To prevent disturbances in residential areas, Many cities have noise ordinances or nuisance regulations to protect neighbors from excessive noise, large parties, or disruptive guest behavior. Some areas require vacation rental owners to have a 24-hour contact available to handle complaints. Licensing and permits, what you need to operate legally. In many areas, running vacation rentals requires specific licenses and permits. These may vary from city to city, so it is important to know what's required in your location. A short-term rental license is often mandatory if you want to operate legally. This license typically involves submitting an application to your local government, paying a fee, and sometimes undergoing an inspection. In some places, you may also need to renew this license annually. Even if you only rent your property occasionally, you may be required to obtain a business license. This is especially true if you're earning significant income from your rental. A business license ensures that you're registered with the local government and paying the required business taxes. In many areas, vacation rental owners must collect transient occupancy tax, also known as lodging tax or hotel tax, from their guests. This tax is then remitted to local government. To comply with these rules, you need to register with your local tax authority and file regular tax returns. Platforms like Airbnb and Vrbo often handle occupancy tax collection and remittance for hosts, but it's still your responsibility to ensure you're compliant with local tax laws. Insurance is one of the most important, yet often overlooked aspects of running a vacation rental. Regular homeowners insurance typically doesn't cover short-term rentals, so it's critical to have the right policies in place to protect yourself and your property. You might need short-term rental insurance. Many insurance companies offer policies specifically designed for short-term rentals. These policies provide coverage for property damage, liability in case a guest gets injured, or lost income if your property becomes uninhabitable due to a covered event like a fire or flood. Some platforms like Airbnb offer built-in protection plans. For example, Airbnb's host guarantee provides coverage for property damage up to a certain amount, while their host protection insurance covers liability claims. However, these protections aren't a replacement for a comprehensive insurance policy, so make sure you have adequate coverage. Make sure to always read the fine print on your insurance policies. Make sure it covers both property damage and liability specifically related to short-term rentals. If you want extra protection, consider adding an umbrella policy. This type of insurance extends the liability coverage to your existing policies, providing extra protection if you're sued for damages beyond your primary policy limits. So how do you keep your vacation rental legal? Once you've sorted out the necessary licenses, permits, and insurance, it's important to stay on top of compliance. Renew your licenses and permits. Many need to be renewed annually or biannually. Set reminders to ensure you don't miss any deadlines and stay compliant with local laws. Failing to renew on time could result in fines or suspension of your rental business. Track your taxes. Keep detailed records of your bookings, income, and taxes. You may be required to file monthly or quarterly tax returns depending on your location. Staying organized will make tax season much easier and help you avoid penalties. Make sure you monitor any changes in local laws. Vacation rental laws are constantly evolving. New regulations can be introduced that affect how you operate your rental. Stay informed by joining local host groups, following city council updates, or subscribing to newsletters that focus on vacation rental news in your area. Join platforms like the Vacation Rental Management Association or VRMA or local host associations to stay up to date with the latest changes in regulations and connect with other hosts.
Are you ready to transform your vacation rental into a 5-star experience? Our exclusive guide, Unpacking Your Property, the top 25 secrets to successful vacation properties, is your ticket to unlocking the full potential of your property. It's not just a guide, it's your roadmap to becoming the go-to rental in your area. Download it for free and start your journey to the top today.
What's the most challenging legal requirement you've had to navigate for your vacation rental? Share your experience in the comments. Understanding the legal requirements of running a vacation rental is critical for protecting your business, avoiding fines, and building trust with your guests. By familiarizing yourself with local regulations, obtaining the necessary licenses, and securing the right insurance, you can run a compliant and successful vacation rental. Taking the time to ensure you're operating within the law will give you peace of mind and allow you to focus on providing an excellent guest experience.
And that wraps up another episode of Vacation Rental Resolutions. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell and share with your friends. Remember, every successful host starts with a dream, just like yours. Stay inspired, keep learning, and make your vacation rentals shine brighter than ever. Join us again next week for more gems. Until then, happy hosting.